guys, today's Sunday and I'm back with another collection doll video. Today I'm here with Furiosa Fia. She is the Miya kit by AK Kitagawa. Her artist is Natia Basilashvili from Portugal, I believe. Portugal. And she's incredible. This doll has a story to go along with her too, to get her home. This is an older kit. It is a very sought after kit. I always keep guessing these years that these kits were from, and I keep saying the same year, so I'm not going to bother. But very small edition, really difficult to find. And she's my second doll. The first one I had found blanket and had a custom made, and then I sold her. I had no luck finding her to get her back. But then Natia was making this gorgeous dolly when I was on my way, I believe, when I was on my way to Dolls of the World Expo in 2024. So I'm going to do something a little different because I'm not going to change her out of this outfit, but we will lay her down to look at her feet and her details up close, of course. But I love this outfit for her for summer, and I just, I don't want to take her out of it. And it is an artist that came, it is an outfit that came to me from her artist, and I love, you know, the theme colors all kind of go together. So sticking with it. As you can see, she is an expressive doll. She's screaming her head off, crying. These dolls, not everybody likes the expressive dolls because they're always in that position. She does have a magnet, actually, so she can have a pacifier. She still looks quite upset, but that's about all you can do to change her expression, or of course, you know, turn her head so maybe she looks like she's sleeping if you're not seeing her mouth. But I think if I had just one or, you know, just a couple of dolls, like the last time I had this sculpt, it's a little bit more difficult, but when you have a wide variety, it's it's a different impact to have a doll that has a frozen expression, right? So I have her setting up. We'll start with her rooting and show you Natia's beautiful rooting. Her hair really doesn't take much maintenance and is done thickly. And Natia says you will never have hair loss or need to redo the rooting. So you can see her hairs that are rooted all the way up over her temples. I love the brown color. And she's got a nice swirl in the back. You can see a nice swirl, and it's nice and thick and full. Look at that gorgeous mono rooting. Yes. You can see the undertones, right? In her forehead, the blue undertones and the veins. There's Jack. We're gonna get Jack. Hi, Jackie. Hi. You're blurry. I'm making a video. You say hi to everybody? Hi, Bob. Jackie says hi. Okay, you can't come up here though right now. Furiosa's up here. Now let's see if you can, if the phone will do a good job of picking up her details. She has perfect tiny little milk bumps, Miya, on her nose. And you can see her very faint. See her eyebrows there, and her blemishes and purple undertones here. And then look inside her mouth and look at those beautiful lips. Oh, Jackie wants to leave. Look at the roof of her mouth even. Incredible. And her little ears. It's a gorgeous sculpt. She is, so the sculpt, she is one half of a set of twins. Abby is her twin. Abby has got a little bit more of a curious cooing expression. I like the screaming one the best. You see her arms. Nice, rich painting. You know, not afraid of color. Oops. The autofocus is just not great on these, is the only thing. Not afraid of color, undertones, mottling. Really, really wonderful, vibrant painting style. And a painting style that I recognize if I see one of her dolls. And that happens a lot with artists too, that have developed their own kind of, you know, style or way. You see that in sculpting and you see that in painting. We see that. So you can catch, you know, there's a bit of the yellow undertones you can pick up. You can pick up certainly the pinks and the blues, you know, the purples. And I'm going to get her laying down and we'll look at her feet and just see her in a more realistic pose. I mean, I suppose you could lean a little newborn up like that in seated position, but more likely, more often, you would see them laying down. She is sprawled out and mad. Let's take a look at her little feet. Lots and lots of beautiful little wrinkles on the soles of the feet. See the purple in the center of the foot. And look at those great thigh rolls. And all of that bold detail in her painting. And then, yeah, so this sculpt, even, oh, I'm so sorry. Even the toes are all very expressive, each one. Definitely see the yellow and purple tones there. And so this is the way the sculpt is. The straight legs, see her ankles bent. Her ankles are both flexed back because, you know, she's pitching a fit, you know, she's screaming, so she's tensed up. So what her story, so it wasn't too long, you know, relatively speaking, you know, maybe a year, within a 2-year range, 1 to 2 years, after USPS had lost one of my dolls that never has been recovered. So this girl was coming by UPS. She was coming, and then all of a sudden she stopped. She froze, she disappeared, and couldn't find her. And I was not having success through the regular channels with UPS. You know, they're telling me that it's a lost cause, they can't find it, they don't, you know, it's just really one of those things where you're not getting significant answers. And then I remembered, look at the wrinkles on her wrist too, by the way. I just love the way she's done. And then I remembered that I had received a survey from someone at UPS with my satisfaction with their service as a UPS My Choice member. And that manager had actually followed up on the request by sending another request saying, we really want to know. So I emailed him and I said, you know, shot in the dark, but, you know, I have this situation going on here where I'm missing an irreplaceable item. And the guy called me and he said, you know, you may be in luck. So sometimes items get separated from their packages. Maybe they get caught on a conveyor belt, whatever it is. And so the paperwork, you know, is no longer with the item. And I think I may have what you're missing. But can you just send me a few pictures to verify? And so I did. So he sent me back pictures of her. They had her. She was on the conveyor belt. They had her and they had her blanket. She was wrapped up. And then I described, she came with all of her accessories. Oh, her COA was still with her. And then all of her accessories came in a bag of this same set, drawstring bag that had all her clothes and her, her pacifier and a pacifier case. And the artist was able to tell me all of the items that were in there. And when I sent that, they were able to find that as well, package it up, and have it to me the next day. And he was like, thank you so much for reaching out. We would have had no idea where to even begin, but because you reached out with that detail, we were able to find you. And I was like, this happens to people, not, I wouldn't say a high percentage, but a decently high number of people experience this. And I thought, gosh, I would love to find a way to help the UPS people and any other courier, but the UPS people match up missing dolls with people who have lost their dolls, because they don't know where to start. We're so well networked here. But anyway, I never really pursued that. It would have been a long shot, of course. So she was my little miracle, and I think she got here August or September of 2024. So, no. Hold on. I'm so confused. Because she's been here over a year, but I went to the doll show in 2024. But I swear that I was ordering her when I was on my way to the doll show. So I must be off on when I bought her, because this is only July of 2025. So yeah, I don't know where I was going. But anyway, that's so funny. Anyway, she's been here for about a year and a half or so. And that is her story. So again, this is Miya by AK Kitagawa. She's also been used to make like vampire babies out of and stuff too. But again, really difficult blank kit to locate, and even finished dolls. You'll see them kick up every once in a while, and they're always travel in packs. You'll see a few. That's her. Natia's work is incredible. So if you ever have a chance to check her out, she is on Facebook and Instagram. I definitely recommend it, and she's also a lovely human being. So that's it, Miss Furiosa. Hope everybody had a great weekend, and we'll be back soon. Sending out lots of love. Bye for now.